I've done my best missions in GTA. I've done my best quests in Skyrim. I've done my worst quests in Skyrim. And now today I'll be doing my top 5 worst missions in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, keep in mind, this is only my opinion, and if there's a mission you don't like that isn't on here, leave it in the comments and tell me what it is. But before we start off, there's something I would like to say first. Earlier today, I had uploaded a remake of the Danzig 4 review that got deleted mainly because when I tried making sure when everything was okay with it, I couldn't hear the audio for that one. So I apologize for the inconvenience. That one is still planned to be recorded and uploaded, but it will take a bit more time. So that is all. Number 5, my first pick for the worst GTA missions is Did Someone Say Yoga? This is a mission that was incredibly boring. Not mainly because of the yoga part, but just everything else with the mission. The yoga part, I didn't mind too much, but it just kind of felt like it was just a forced reason for Michael's wife and kids to leave him. It's like they couldn't have found something else, and the mission is just kind of annoying in general. But moving on to number 4, we have the submissions where you collect various things. Now, what I meant by this one was the missions where you collect the ship parts, the letter pieces, the nuclear waste, and the submarine parts. I've done these 4 missions while I've been trying to get the 100% in the game, and they're not only tedious, but also annoying. It's not the fact I have to go out of my way for some of these, it's just the fact that a lot of this takes a very long time just to complete, and the reward for them isn't that great, anyways. So it's a bit more of a disappointment than a horrible mission. But our next pick is a straight up horrible mission, and that is the setup missions for the various heists in the game. There's a lot of missions to set up the heists in the game. For the first heist, you have the option of stealing a bug poisoning van and, well, a van transporting chemicals and a exterminator van. And if you pick the second option, you have to raid a police car for rifles. Then the Merryweather heist forces you to steal a giant helicopter from a military base and a submarine. Then there's the Pelito score setup, and then there's the big score, and then the FIB raid. And a lot of these missions are extremely short, as well with the ones for Blitz Play, which I don't get why they could have just combined all of these missions into one mission per heist, and not just have them be several tiny missions. It just kind of felt like they were stretching out the story for longer than they should have, and it kind of makes the game a little less enjoyable, in my opinion. And at number 2, we have probably the 2 worst missions in the game. And these are, well, 2 of the endings. Something Sensible and The Times Come. These are 2 of the 3 endings for Grand Theft Auto 5. In Something Sensible, Franklin and Michael kill Trevor. In The Times Come, Franklin kills Michael. I despise both of these missions, and I'll get into why that is in a future video, but the TLDR is Franklin just basically betrays both his friends for a shot of a better life, and it's kind of a despicable action. Nonetheless, that's really all I have to say about this mission. Moving on to our number one pick, and that is the Merryweather Heist. I've stated countless times that I flat out hate this mission in my heist video where I ranked every heist from best to worst, and I think a few times on Twitter. But this mission to me is even worse than the two endings that I just mentioned. And the biggest reason why this one is at the number one spot is mainly because you don't get paid at all. As after you beat the heist, where you get to see the stats on what the characters would have been paid, you're gonna find out all three characters end up losing out on $20 million. All at work, and you don't get anything except for the fact that all three characters are probably on a watch list now. It's kind of a disappointing ending to a mission. Not to mention, to even set this one up, one of the setups that you gotta do is raid the military base. Then you gotta steal the stupid submarine that is extremely difficult to control, and it's easy to get beached. At least that's what I've had issues with on one of the other side missions. And that mission has made me hate the submarine, even though I've never filled the submarine mission for this one. But that just left a sour taste in my mouth. And as one of the heists, I expected this one to blow the game out of the water, but it fails to do that. It fails to even be a good mission and has made its way to become my least favorite mission in the entire game. But I want to know, what is your guys' least favorite missions? Please leave so in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye once again.